Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Idol Insider. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, I am doing a series on the backsides of the K-pop industry. And for those of you guys who have been keeping up with my series, thank you guys so much. We're already on our third video, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about just the process of a trainee becoming an idol. So this segment is going to be about contracts. I'm so excited to do this video. I can't wait to start it, but I do want to let you guys know that some things are supposed to be left confidential and discreet, so I hope you guys do understand on that. But I will be giving you guys as much information as I can on this matter, so yeah, let's get to it. So upon the company wanting to sign you and finally debut you, you are given a contract. So as soon as you receive the contract, it's like, oh my god, it's finally here, oh, I'm finally gonna debut. Or just even having a contract in your hand, it kind of just hits you like,
oh man, things just got real.
But for me, my initial reaction when I first received the contract, I was a bit more nervous about debuting. I was more nervous about just even signing a contract. I have never signed a contract in my life before, so I was really nervous because I kind of just didn't know what I was going to get myself into, and I knew that it was so important. So I received 20 pieces of paper in fine print Korean, and it really was like menbo. I didn't know what was going on, because even after reading a page, I was clueless because I didn't understand the words that were in the contract, because it was a lot of difficult words, and even my members who are Korean had trouble reading it because it was just words that you weren't kind of used to. So a thing that I do recommend is a lot of people go to lawyers beforehand and get it revised, and also the lawyers will tell them about certain terms if you do not know about it and you're curious about it. So I feel like that is such a good idea, and yeah, I wonder why I didn't do that. But I had the help of my mom and a couple of friends. So basically I was just walking down this road and I am in front of this store, and I finally, if I open it, I'm gonna go into just this new world and a new stage in my life. So yeah, I was just at this store, and yes, I signed a contract. So from there I thought that it was just gonna be smooth sailing, but throughout my experience, I realized that everything in the end comes back to the basics of the contract. So after you debut, after you release a song, your income, your debt, or just promotions, I realized that everything comes back into this contract. So anything, that relationship between you and your company, it goes back to this contract. I never thought that 20 pieces of paper could be so important in my life, but yes, it was. And basically, it's something that is going to be just controlling your life for the next couple years. So it's very important, and yeah, very important. So I know a couple of you guys are going to be wondering what kind of things are in the contracts. I'm going to touch up on that, and hopefully I do answer all your guys' questions that you guys were curious about. But if you guys have more questions, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I will try my best to answer them. First thing is, how long is the contract? The contract is 5 to 7 years. There is a 5-year contract and there is a 7-year contract. Back in the day, there used to be a 10-year contract, but that is not valid anymore because there was a lot of issues on slave contracts, so it just reduced to 5 to 7 years. There's a 5-year contract and a 7-year contract, and a company could just decide however years they want to sign you. So another thing that is in the contract are income divisions. And income divisions are basically how the money is split. So for example, there could be a ratio of 6 to 4. The company gets 6 or you get 4. There could be an overall income division, so everything that you guys own, your debt or whatever, it goes 60 to 40. But there are also companies that do separate income divisions. So for example, overseas promotions, the company might get 90 and 10, and album sales, the company might get 30 and you might get 70. It all depends on the company. I'm going to be pulling up a couple of companies income divisions here. And yeah, if you guys can see, they are going to be very different for each company, so please be aware that not all company income divisions are the same. They're going to be different for every company. And it was really interesting to me because I didn't know that they had separate income divisions. After reading this article, I realized that each company has sometimes separate income divisions. And yeah, so this is the part of the video that might become a little bit tricky. I'm going to try my best to explain it to you guys as much as possible. So income divisions, there's a thing called break-even point. A break-even point is the point where you pay off all your debt. And debt is basically all the money that the company invested in you for your albums, music videos, promotions, anything that was invested in your group or just you. So there are companies who pay you before your break-even point, and there are companies who pay you after your break-even point. For example, if they pay you after your break-even point, let's just say they invested, I don't know, $500,000 in you, and your income was $50,000. So basically you still have $450,000 in debt, and you're gonna have to keep on paying that off till you break the break-even point. Some companies, like I said, they will pay you before your break-even point, all the things that you earned, and then they'll do other calculations from there. But yeah, I hope you guys do understand that. And actually, I got a lot of questions on my previous videos. They asked me, so what happens to your debt after your contract is over? You do not need to pay your debt after your contract is over if you go through with your contract all of the years. And yeah, but it does become a problem when you do want to terminate your contract like midway, because if you still had debt and you want to leave the company, there's going to be a lot of money issues involved. But I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have reasons why they leave their company, because obviously something might be wrong. Yeah, so I'm gonna be touching up on a lot of other things, on the things that are in the contract as well. In the contract, you're supposed to give the artist bank inquiries, receipts, and also all the money that they put into you. Basically, you're supposed to give a calculated estimate every month. So this actually used to be 3 months back in the day, and before that it was 6 months, but it keeps on getting reduced. It is finally a law that you have to give it every month. So this is a thing that is kind of iffy. A lot of companies who are bigger might have an easier time giving this to their artists because they have another person who is in charge of the financial department. But companies who are smaller, they have a lot of trouble giving it on the right time because they are a smaller company and it takes a lot to actually provide you with this. I know so many instances where idols, they do not get this calculated statement like after a year, and you might ask them, oh, so can I have like my statements because I want to know how the money is being spent. And upon that, some companies' initial reactions might be, oh, do you not trust us? Why do you want to see that? And yeah, I've actually known a lot of people who have dealt with this. It is a serious problem because it's something that is in the contract, but it kind of feels like it's going overlooked. So in Korea, every Korean citizen who is a male has to go to the Korean army and do their military services for a year and 9 months. And a lot of people are probably going to be wondering, so what about the male idols? What happens to their contract? Just the length of their contract. So I'm going to explain that. Their contract comes to a pause. It is not terminated. Their contract comes to a pause. So from the day they go into the army till the day they come out, it is at a pause, and the length of the contract starts to go on after they come back from the army. So yeah, any of you guys who are interested on that, that is the answer to your question. And the do's and don'ts of the K-pop idol contract. There are a lot of contracts that state that you should not date for a couple of years. That is to protect the image of the artist because they are rookies, and it can become a minus to the company. So there are a lot of companies who might put that in the beginning of the contract. And also, you are not allowed to do broadcasts separately without the company. So for example, YouTube. I am not allowed to do YouTube if I had a company because I'm making income. You're not allowed to make income through broadcast. I know that you guys have been seeing a lot of idols doing YouTube these days, and that is because they were actually going to have to negotiate with their company on how they're going to be splitting the income matters, or yeah, they probably had to talk to the companies beforehand if they wanted to start with the YouTube so that they could just talk about money issues, because in the contract it is said that you are not allowed to do any activities through broadcast by yourself. This one can be actually very beneficial for the artists. Is sometimes it will state that if you are not given an album within a year, or even just them promoting you within a year, your contract will be terminated. And this is because if you think about it, a company also always needs to be promoting you and just constantly putting effort into you, but there are so many idols who might not be promoted for a while. And yes, I said it is different for each contract, because I know there are so many idols who do have like hiatuses for a long time, but there are some contracts that have that as well. So I know a lot of you guys are aware of people terminating their contracts due to health issues and also personal reasons. And yes, you are allowed to do that. If you have severe health issues or personal reasons that are very valid, you are allowed to terminate your contracts. But personal reasons have to be very valid for the company to actually terminate your contract. For example, if you say that you do not want to do this type of entertainment work anymore, they will probably make you sign a different contract saying that you will not be doing any entertainment work whatsoever, because they don't want you to terminate your contract and signing with another company. So usually that goes into play. And I'm pretty sure you guys have a couple of idols that you guys might know that are just kind of not doing anything anymore, and you're kind of just like, oh, what happened to them? I'm pretty sure that they're probably either weighing out their contract or trying to settle something. A lot of idols end up weighing out their contract because it is a lot of money to go into a lawsuit. A lot of money, especially if you're doing the lawsuit by yourself. It is so much money. So I know that a lot of people actually weigh out their contracts, and also companies do not let them go either. So I just want to say this is to the people who are still in their companies and just trying to do something or just trying their best. I give you guys all my support and love, and I really wish that things will work out for you guys. Yeah, that is something that I wanted to say. And also, yeah, it is just really tough. I really do hope you guys will understand that there are a lot of things that might look glamorous from the outside, but you know, reality is that there are some things that are actually hard and also things that are very wrong. So I just wanted to make this video just to give you guys just a little bit of things. It's not for me to just, you know, bash on contracts. It's just to make people aware of some things that are in contracts. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications so that you guys can be just updated on when a new video is uploaded. And also, for those of you guys who are interested, you guys can follow me on Instagram. It is the same as my YouTube ID, Subini_. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Bye.